talk about the differences between borderline. So we're talking about cluster B, and then you mentioned borderline, but talk about how that differs from narcissism, and then some of the overlaps a little bit more. Like, how can people identify the borderline personality disorders, which can be just as dangerous?
Yeah. So one of the main distinguishing characteristics, again, in my mind, is that grandiose structure that holds the narcissist together, and they can lead somewhat of a high function in life because they always have that structure to fall back on, which holds them together, which is, I am better than everybody, right? That's
Hmm.
it. I don't need anybody. They have a very dismissive quality to them. Dependency is very difficult. This is all with the narcissist, right? With the borderline, they don't necessarily, some do, there's overlap right there because some people who have these borderline characteristics also do have narcissistic characteristics. But overall, if you don't have that grandiose structure to hold you together, what you'll see are more intense
Hmm.
and frequent fluctuations in affect. So
Hmm.
they're more affectively dysregulated. Yeah, maybe that's the best way to put
Hmm.
it. So when you're with somebody who has more of these borderline characteristics, you're more likely to see someone who could be really happy, laughing in one moment and really love you. And they look up to you and they admire you. And then in the next moment, they're at your heels. They're like, so there's an old saying with the borderline, they're either at your heels, which means they look up to you and they admire you, or they're
Hmm.
at your throat. They want to kill you. They want to strangle you. And these oscillations come very quickly. So that's one of the things where the narcissist has the grandiose structure to fall back on, but it creates some stability in their life. With the people who have borderline characteristics, there's a lot more instability in their life, which then makes it more difficult for them to hold a job, to be gainfully employed, because they're more prone to erupting. They're more prone to feeling abandoned, where the narcissist can say, you don't matter. To your point earlier, Deborah, I'll just move on, which many of them do. With someone with the borderline characteristics will just collapse,
Hmm.
you know, so,
That's a
so,
good way to put it. This is an excellent description.
oh, thank you.